What's really good, bozos, bullies, brothers, babies, backbreakers?
And Bob Barker, didn't he die from recently?
And Bob Barker, who recently passed away. R.I.P. to a real one. Oh, and barbers.
And the Barbs, too.
And the Barbs, too, but specifically the barbers, because I don't know if y'all can tell, but if you look real close, me and Brody just got the fresh haircut. We looking real good.
We looking
Certified
nice.
Snacks in the studio.
But this heat wave has me fucked up.
It definitely has me fucked up. That's why I had to get the haircut. I was over here sweating like a goddamn racehorse.
You? I had a mullet.
Yeah, you did have a little mullet going for a little while, but I also had the Jerry curls in the back.
True.
Yeah,
looking
and
like
the neck beard, but like now, look, icy. Hold on, let me give y'all the whole.
Please show him.
Woo. Look at it.
Nice.
Ooh. Shout out Jan, Ask the Place Barbers. Stupid, you dumb.
Wait, you get cut by who? Who? What's his name?
My man Jan.
Is he Russian?
He is Russian.
Interesting.
Yeah, yo.
Let's let it be.
Johnny Bananas is down.
Wait, that's symbolism right there. He's going to fall to Jack's House of Villains. Jack's still standing.
Wow.
You know why? Because Jack's got a faithful family at home. He's about faith, family, and football.
Yep.
Those are
But I have a question for you, Brody. Why
tell.
is it that when I get a haircut, I'm at least 3 to 4 points hotter, and you kind of just look exactly the same, maybe 3 to 4 years younger?
Because you're not white.
But why is it that white people can't get good haircuts?
Because white people have thin hair.
That's what it is.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. But, for example, someone with thick, curly hair will probably look fairly normal. Whereas someone like me, I also don't get a haircut for like 3 or 4 months. It's a drastic difference.
Yeah.
So it looks funny. You need a few weeks to grow. I've never got my hair I've never used a buzzer. They only use scissors.
Oh.
Yeah. When people are like, let me get a 2, I have no idea what that shit means.
So you going to a hairstylist more than a barber.
It's like an $18 haircut. So absolutely not.
$18?
In the Hamptons.
I pay so much more. In the Hamptons?
In the Hamptons. It's the one guy. He's Lebanese, former military.
That is unbelievable. But I feel like with white dudes specifically, like y'all get a haircut, it could look decent at first, but then like a week or two later, it looks incredible, and then a week after that, it's awful again. But with us, if for that first week that we get a haircut, we're bulletproof.
Oh,
can't fucking touch us.
I've never stepped out of the barber feeling better than I walked in.
Bro,
it feels better physically, but not mentally.
I am never more confident than when I walk out of a barber's chair. I usually FaceTime whoever it is I'm talking to in that moment just so they can see. Because why not? Sample the goods. Subscribe if you would smash, stupid. Anyway, all right, Brody, so tell us what is today. It's a big day.
This really creeped up on me. End of summer always goes fast, but today is the start of the NFL season.
It is time to break down these NFL teams the only way we know how. Very minimal actual analysis.
30 teams, 2 minutes a pop. Broadcast boy style. Let's go. New York Jets are on the clock first. 2 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. Is Aaron Rodgers the greatest quarterback in franchise history?
Already. Yes. Well, Joe Namath.
But here's the issue. We got a strong schedule to start the season. We got Buffalo and a bunch of other contenders, and we got to gel as a team. Can we do it?
I mean, I think that we can. I mean, look, of all the teams on this list, the Jets are the team that everyone in the league knows the most about because of the good brothers over at HBO putting us on Hard Knocks. So now, like, is there a Hard Knocks curse?
Probably.
I feel like, when you're on Hard Knocks, you more times than not, you don't go on to win the Super Bowl. So I'm thinking that the Jets are going to rewrite history this year. Be the first Hard Knocks team to go all the goddamn way.
They could break the curse, but are we doomed because Aaron Rodgers changed his number from 12 to 8? Do you like that move?
Yes,
or can
I
he
do.
embrace the Mamba mentality?
No. I love the move because, first of all, you got to respect. And he showed respect to my son, Joe Namath. And he's wearing number 8, which I believe he wore in college. So he's taking it back. He's turning back the clock. And 8 is also just one of the best numbers in sports.
Do the New York Jets have the trashiest fan base in sports?
Ooh.
Remember they were hollering at the cheerleaders a few seasons back and got in trouble?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like they're up there. We're probably top 5, top 10, but I feel like there's got to be a Florida team's got to be worse.
Are you going to be locked into every Jet game this season?
Yes, I will be.
Only,
Most of them.
Only 16 games or 17 games now.
17 games.
That ain't that hard of a commitment to watch the greatest quarterback we've ever had. I'm excited. I can't
Greatest quarterback we ever had. Also, our running back tandem with Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, who's on the way back. Those two brothers together could really make some noise.
And one of MMG's close personal confidants, Garrett Wilson. The brothers did a subway activation together just 2 seasons ago.
Garrett Wilson. Is there anyone hotter in the league right now than Garrett and Sauce?
No, not at all.
Is there a hotter duo in the league? Offensive defense duo.
Allegedly, Sauce is on the verge of bagging Jessica Alba at the Met Gala.
I used to have racy photos of her on my PSP.
All right, moving on.
Let's talk about them brothers over in New England, the Patriots.
Who cares? Would you want to
Please.
play for someone like Bill Belichick?
I mean, no. No, I don't think I would. I mean, it doesn't seem like he has much personality. I can't imagine what it'd be like to have a non-football conversation with the brother. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like Coach K in Duke. You know what I mean? Obviously elite at what he does, but do you really want to sit down and break bread?
Now, if I were a Patriot fan, I would be devastated to go from greatness to the most average possible starting unit. And they got Zeke Elliott. Is that going to do anything? I could see him being cut within the first 3 weeks. Bill Belichick don't play no games.
I actually think Zeke Elliott is going to have maybe one of the greatest bounce back seasons in history, simply because I drafted him by accident onto my fantasy football team, and that's what I'm hoping
In what
for.
round?
Late. Pretty late.
It's going to be a tough pick. First of all, the running backs have been decimated from the league, and Zeke Elliott is well past his prime. He's far from the days where he used to wear crop tops showing off his abs, because I don't think he has them anymore.
But if he had a little bit less left in the gas tank, now's the time. Now's the time, Zeke.
I feel like Belichick lost all of his luster without Brady, but it has not happened the other way around.
Yeah,
I think it might be time to hang it up.
They just need they need a revamp, because they're not going to find another Tom Brady. Not for a while. And if that's what they're looking for in Mac Jones, who?
We are moving officially to 1 minute a team.
Wow, we're talking too much. All right, here we go. Miami Dolphins.
I mean, Tua Tagovailoa is one hit away from his whole career being over. But the brothers do got Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about...
Jalen Waddle.
Ooh, Jalen Waddle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about on the defensive end?
Don't they have that cornerback who's nice? Didn't they get him last year?
Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
If he's so nice, why keep bouncing around team to team?
He's a fucking headache.
Did you see Michael Irvin and Keyshawn walked off set when Richard Sherman says cornerback was a harder position than wide receiver, which is obviously true?
It has to be true, right?
Yes.
Like your defense. Well, I mean, look, both sides. Neither of us played football, so take what we have to say with a grain of salt. But I imagine that covering someone not knowing what they're going to be doing is really, really difficult. But on the flip side of that, they have to run their route, beat a cornerback, and then catch the ball too.
Mm-hmm.
So that is hard. I mean, I don't know.
It might be a 100-mile-per-hour bullet from Brett Favre in Lambeau Field.
I don't think either of us are qualified to determine which position is harder. But based on their reaction, I would assume that the wide receivers are going to say that wide receiver is harder, and that the cornerbacks are going to say cornerback.
Based
is
on
harder.
their reactions, they're reaching for anything to get some views.
Oh,
Moving
well,
on.
Yeah, 100%.
Once again, reminder, we have moved on to 1 minute per team. The Bills, the bad boys of the AFC
Oh my
East.
God.
Who's more prolific, Josh Allen or Cam Newton?
Right now,
Right now.
Josh Allen.
Well, yeah.
Josh Allen is nice. I mean, isn't he next to Pat, right? He's like the clear number 2 in
Yeah,
the league.
but will dating a Spider-Man star, voice actress Haley Steinfeld, will that affect his
Wait,
game?
he's with Haley?
Yes, they were canoodling together.
Oh, I
In
did see
Mexico,
those photos. Yeah. Oh, shout out to them on vacation. Shout out to Young Love.
Is that going to affect the team? And Stephon Diggs allegedly is not pleased.
He's not pleased with the team, or he's not pleased with the fact
playing
that
in Buffalo.
Oh, he's not pleased in Buffalo. I thought he wasn't pleased with the fact that my son Josh Allen got with Haley Steinfeld, because that would be some haters.
It's a little Hollywood, though.
But it is a little Hollywood. But, we'll have to see. Because if he gets distracted by the glitz and glam, I can't imagine that Haley, because she seems like she's just a gem of a woman. I imagine that she's only going to bring good vibes to the organization. She's going to be there, the 50-yard line, cheering on her squad. I think it's going to bode well for them. Undefeated season.
All right, next up, we just completed the AFC East. Let's go to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is back. The better Harbaugh brother is back. But something in me is telling me this team is going to underachieve. Can Lamar Jackson get it done when it matters most? I don't see it.
I don't know about that. I mean, they got weapons. My son Zay Flowers, who is also going to have one of the greatest seasons by a rookie that this league has ever seen, because I drafted him on my fantasy football team.
What about Odell Beckham Jr.?
Him too, but I didn't draft him. But I just believe in Odell, because that's a good dude. We met him. We met him in Miami.
There's
Good
no
dude.
way you knew who Zay Flowers was before the draft, correct?
I don't know who any of these brothers are.
Damn, but the Ravens do have some of the scariest jerseys in the league.
Yeah, they do. I think they're going to be good. Also, I saw something on Twitter earlier that the Ravens are the first NFL team in NFL history to have an all-black quarterback room. They got 2 black backup quarterbacks, and then their quarterback coach is black.
So they're breaking barriers.
Yeah, OD. Shout out to Baltimore.
Clock's
Stand up.
running on the Bengals. Joe Burrow.
Oh, shit.
How hot is this man?
My God. Do I have to say it again? Jamar Chase, who, yes, happens to be on my fantasy football team, will have the greatest season a wide receiver has ever had in the NFL.
I mean, it's going to be hard to top what he's already done.
I mean, yeah, he's really, really special. I really love the Bengals. They might be my Midwest team.
My Midwest team.
I got a team in all geographic locations.
So how many teams do you have total?
Like 5 or 6.
Name them quickly.
Jets, Ravens.
Lions.
No, not the Lions. It's not my team.
Okay.
Who's the ones I just said? Oh, the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
And then give me the Rams out in L.A. Aaron Donald, they say I look like him. And finally, give me the Texans because no one talks about the goddamn Texans.
For good reason. Those brothers are clowns. They've been for years.
I guess so.
Wow, what an informative preview on the Bengals. Moving on.
The Doodoo Browns.
If you're a Browns fan, are you really pleased with having a potential predator at your quarterback position? Because it would be hard for me to watch that.
I promise you, Browns fans stopped caring about that a long time ago because they're excited about what Deshaun Watson could potentially do for the franchise.
True. I mean, when you've had the history of quarterbacks they've had, Johnny Manziel not even watching game film.
Yeah. And then Baker.
Well, Baker kind of did his thing for a
Baker
little
was
bit.
okay.
He got run out of town, but he was just very limited overall.
I mean, we'll see what Baker got left in the tank in Tampa Bay.
No, we won't. Well, we will, and it's not going to be
but
much.
we might.
It's not going to be much whatsoever.
But yeah, the Browns, I mean, I feel like they have a decent team.
They might have the worst branding in sports.
Yeah, but I mean, the Browns, bro.
No, what about the uniforms?
The Browns.
Doo-doo brown and orange uniforms? How is that appealing?
It's really crazy. And they're Bulldogs.
I don't mind the dog pound. There's
The
some
Dog Pound is a cool name for a fan base. I'll give you that. Other than that, what do you really got going for you? Cleveland, this ain't for you.
Would LeBron James have a 6-touchdown season this year as the Browns side end?
LeBron James?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say
Fuck,
so.
you kidding me?
Moving on.
Oh,
wow,
my
we're almost
God.
we almost already rounded out the AFC North.
I like that.
Let's go to the Iron Curtain.
Oh, my God. Give me the good brothers over in Pittsburgh. Steelers City.
Man, there's never been a more stable organization in the NFL. This is the only team that has the same coach as long as I've been alive.
Yo, for real, though.
Outside the good brother Bill Cowher, who's a staple on CBS.
Not as long as we've been alive, but Mike Tomlin been the coach for at least 20 years.
At least. Just found out that Stephen A. Smith is a Steelers fan. Snoop Dogg is a Steelers fan. Why do they have so much hood love? Steelers and Cowboys. It's just because they were good.
Yeah, maybe because they, what was the era that they were super nice? 80s, 70s?
70s, 80s, same.
That's
as
probably when
and
they were
90s.
growing up. So it makes sense.
Can you name one Pittsburgh Steeler
Kenny Pickett.
besides Kenny Pickett?
Troy Polamalu.
That's a former Steeler.
Now, they have a young guy who's good. Steelers, right?
Najee Harris? They got lots
Yeah,
of
him,
guys.
there was another guy whose name is escaping me right now.
All right.
But I believe in the Steelers because Mike Tomlin always keeps them with the Black Air Force energy, and I think that is only going to – they'll be good, 8-8.
Let's start. You said no one talks about this team, the Houston Texans in the AFC South. They drafted
That's my
C.J.
team.
Stroud from Ohio State. I went to Michigan. I watch these quarterbacks every year. They all look incredible until you realize they've played not one team the entire year. And show me an Ohio State quarterback that's been good in the NFL. Because I'm not a believer in this guy whatsoever. He looks the part. They all look the part. But when it comes down to it, you're playing in Houston. Only so much you could do.
Yeah. I mean, again, I know I said that this was my team, but I know absolutely nothing about them. So I'm assuming that the brothers are going to be cellar dwellers once more. Let's see who they get in the draft next year.
They're going to have to tank. But if you're tanking, you're going to pull an Arizona Cardinals. You had Josh Rosen, then you get Kyler Murray. What if they get the first pick and can get Caleb Williams?
I mean, then they get rid of C.J. Stroud.
Just like that. What about player development?
Bro, the NFL is cutthroat. We know this.
That's true. But I've seen more quarterbacks get a chance lately besides Josh Rosen and homie on Tennessee. It's getting more and more ruthless by the day.
I'm telling you, it's tough. That's because there's a lot more talent out there than there ever was.
Speaking of talent, the Colts. Peyton Manning's old franchise. They finally got the quarterback of the future after bouncing between Carson Wentz, Phillip Rivers, and Matt Ryan. Why were you getting the geriatric home under center? Start building.
Don't forget about the good brother Teddy Bridgewater.
Did he play in the Colts?
I thought he did.
I don't think he did. Double glove Teddy Bridgewater.
I do love Teddy Bridgewater, though. Was he not a Colt? I could have sworn he was a Colt.
I don't know. I say you use some of this time to tell me if he was a Colt or not.
Teddy Bridgewater Colt.
What else do I know about this team? Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. Great tradition, but I swear these teams that have great tradition have not been able to bounce back like the Lakers would. You know, when the Lakers have a bad year, they usually bounce back within a few years.
I have no idea. Also, Teddy Bridgewater played for the Broncos, not the Colts. I'm tripping. My bad. As
You're
usual.
a Teddy Bridgewater fan.
I love Teddy Bridgewater. But yeah, Colts should be all right. Who's the
Colts
guy?
should be all right.
They should
8
be
and
all
8.
right. 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Why not? Why not them?
Next, the Jaguars. Are you a believer in sunshine?
Of course.
Why?
The hair. That's all I need. The hair. He was the number 1 overall pick, and also wasn't he like pretty nasty last year?
He was really good last year. He never lost a game on Saturdays in his whole entire life until last season when they happened to have an NFL playoff game on Saturday. They could have beat the Chiefs. They were very close. But a couple plays here and there did not go their way.
Yeah. Well, NFL, you don't play on Saturdays, stupid. Get ready to get lost. Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays.
And, I mean, eventually it's going to be every day for the NFL.
Yeah, maybe.
But Trevor Lawrence, the fate of the team lies on your back. Now that Urban Meyer's gone, you have no excuse.
Yeah. Nah, Trevor Lawrence is going to take their team pretty far. You know what? I think for them, I'm going to say 8 and 8.
No, I'm actually saying AFC Championship game potentially.
Oh,
potentially. Right. They were very
Against
close last season. I don't think the Jets are going to be as good as people think they are.
Yeah, well,
they're very hyped up, but
we'll see.
Next,
the Titans.
The Tennessee Titans. Deuce, you almost were drafted to the Titans, so you know more about this franchise than anybody. What did you learn about them in your pre-draft interview process?
Listen, I know the Titans are a premier organization who really looked after their players and coaches and the community. But all that being said, I am not a believer. Derrick Henry, it seems as though he's been on a bit of a decline over the last couple of years. Am I right in saying that?
And that's just what happens with running backs. You only have so much of a prime.
I'm saying
he's also fucking massive.
I mean, he's huge, so that's what I'm saying. Like, without Derrick Henry and who they got Tannehill, right?
Tannehill is the least inspiring quarterback I've ever seen.
Son. That is the ultimate, like, he's good enough to not be a who, but I could easily who him. Easy.
I mean, anytime you get to the playoffs, he's going to be a massive who. They're not going to have playoff success. But their backup quarterback puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
I'm trying to understand why that's even a thing. Like, how does that help? What does that do?
I don't know how you even come to that realization. He must be from the South.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow. AFC South is looking tough, but moving on to the AFC West with Mr. Big Mouth Sean Payton and Mr. Bible Thumper Russell Wilson. That duo's destined for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Sean Payton is talking so much like he just won a Super Bowl. Like he one of the greatest to ever do it.
They won a Super Bowl once a while back. And
That's what I'm saying.
Homies had to hit an onside kick to even get it done. You're supposed to be offensive specialist. You're relying on special teams.
I just don't understand. Like, I never had a problem with the brother Sean Payton, but he's coming into this offseason, took the job in Denver, and now is talking spicy like he about to take over the league with Les Ride.
You know why?
I don't believe it.
He's gassed up because he's coming off a full few seasons at FS1 where everyone was hyping him up. Colin Coward, Skip Bayless.
So he was on TV for a bit after coaching, and then he came back to coaching.
Yes, and he knows that they're not going to crucify him in the media because he's boys with all of them.
Nah. They're going to take. I mean, if he don't be scoring the ball like Broncos last year, then it's going to be a problem.
Mile High was trash last year, and once Graham Glasgow left for Detroit, y'all line is really done.
What the hell are y'all going to do without Glasgow?
Next,
come on.
The Chiefs, breaking news, Travis Kelce, apparently not a torn ACL, but he's going to be out for a little bit of time. I feel like Patrick Mahomes proved that nothing matters in terms of his weapons. Does this matter?
I mean, Travis Kelce is his number one weapon. So I would say, yeah, it matters a little bit. It's not like he just like lost some random motherfucker. He lost his like number one option. So yeah, and you know, Travis is a friend of the show. He's a friend of the program. We fuck with him OD. It's really tough to see him go down like this, but sources are confirming that his ACL is intact. And if this dude is the athletic freak that we know him to be, he'll be back.
I know what the Chiefs need to do. Bring Gronk back off the street.
Oh my
At least for a game or two.
That would be really cool.
I mean, he's been sitting for a few years. I feel like he got enough in the tank for a few games and then call it quits again.
Yeah. A few years. Didn't he play last year with Brady?
Brady didn't even play last year. Wait, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did. Okay, damn. That's how immemorable he was. He was ass last
he
year.
Didn't really do much, but whatever.
Next up.
Oh yeah, Chiefs are probably gonna run it back. By the way, when's the last time somebody went back to back Super Bowls?
I think the Patriots.
All right, well then,
No, 304.
that's that. Patty Mahomes, he's coming for that GOAT title. That's what he needs to do.
All right, moving on to the Vegas Raiders. They replaced Derek Carr with Jimmy Garoppolo. Upgrade, downgrade, neutral.
Upgrade as a football player, I feel like it's a lateral move. Upgrade in terms of overall hotness and sex appeal to the Vegas Raiders. I mean, tenfold.
I feel like it's a downgrade. Derek Carr could sling that thing. Jimmy Garoppolo spectacularly average.
Yeah, but like, what has Derek Carr accomplished? That Jimmy Garoppolo has done more.
He has. You're
With
right.
less.
No, with more. He's done more with more.
Less skills is what I meant.
Oh, you mean his... Yeah, but he literally hasn't had to do anything. He's had genius coaching. Kyle Shanahan and them boys, the genius offensive mind.
I guess
and he's
we'll
going to
see.
be distracted in Vegas with all the talent out there.
Oh, yeah, that's
all the
true.
residency. He might be going to a Chris Angel show on Saturdays.
That's
Wake up
true.
too tired on Sundays.
Adele. Come on, son.
Adele. But apparently she doesn't perform on what?
On the weekdays, only on the weekends. Which
Oh,
makes
see.
sense. She wants her weekdays for herself.
So no matter what, she always has to be there every weekend.
That's what a residency is, bro.
So she lives in America?
She's dating Rich.
True.
Rich Paul.
On to the Chargers, Brennan Kubler's favorite team. They got one of the youngest, hottest, talented quarterbacks in the game and the greatest jerseys potentially in sports history. And Sebastian Joseph Day. Joke's on you, Rams, for cutting one of the most primetime defensive tackles
That's 100%
that we
right.
have in this game.
Chargers? 8-8. Nah, the quarterback is nice, right? He can really sling it.
No one can even be 8-8 anymore.
Why?
There's 17 games. This preview is a joke and a charade.
That's why we're running through this shit. But yeah, what's his name? Justin Herbert?
Herbert.
Herbert's a problem. I could tell already.
Yeah?
He might be the real Sunshine. Because he got hair like Sunshine. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know if he's got like... The thing about Sunshine is that he was a beautiful man, just like Herbert. Trevor Lawrence, I mean...
Trevor Lawrence looks more
leaves
like
a lot to be desired.
Trevor Lawrence looks more like an avatar. So we could give the Sunshine title to Herbert, which bodes very well for the Chargers.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
They have a bozo coach who's always messing around with time management in the dumbest ways. So expect for that to bite them in the ass when it matters most.
I still say 8-8.
Wow, that was the AFC already.
All right, let's head to the NFC.
The greatest show on turf, the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care how good or bad they are. No matter what, they are always delivering the most entertaining product possible. Out in Jerry World,
They're the Lakers of the NFL. We're going to talk about them regardless of how well they do. They got Dak Prescott, but that brother's here in the footsteps because did they not just trade for Trey Lance?
they did, but that means absolutely nothing.
I thought Trey Lance was nice.
Trey Lance has proven to be anything but nice. He was drafted very high. They traded a lot of their future away for him, and he did absolutely nothing.
I'm saying he has potential, though. He's still a young buck.
He has potential, but it's just a move to make some headlines. That's what Jerry Jones does best.
I like that, actually.
No, speaking
We're
of Jerry
talking about him
Jones,
right now. We're talking about him right now, so it makes sense.
I think if the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I would honestly be more shocked than the worst team in the league winning the Super Bowl.
The
I feel like
Browns?
they're cursed. Oh, the Browns.
Cowboys or Browns?
Browns. I think the
Cowboys
Cardinals would be the one. Cardinals are god-awful.
We'll see.
Ooh. Up next, the G-Men, the two-time Super Bowl winning champions just this century alone. Do you believe in Danny Dimes?
Danny Dimes. I don't, but only because I feel like people believe in him too much, and he ain't done shit.
Do they believe? I don't know anyone that believes in him.
I'm pretty sure I think people believe in him.
I don't-
Believe the fucking Giants do, the way they paid him.
How much they pay him?
I mean, it's a lot of money.
I only believe in him because he might have that Eli gene, where he's such a doofus that he doesn't play any differently between a small game and a big time game. So maybe he will be clutch. How much?
This dude is a $160 million quarterback.
Over how many years?
4 years.
Really?
Danny Dimes just signed a 4-year, $160 million contract to stay in New York. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of the contract. Somebody
Wait,
says
$40 million a year for Mr. Dimes? Oh, y'all really tied yourself to the
That's
wrong
what I'm saying.
quarterback. Plus, Dayball is not Salah. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
he's not.
And we're playing them this year in the regular season, so it's going down.
Me and Brody are gonna be in attendance. I've decided already. I haven't even asked him about it, but we're gonna go.
I guarantee you I will not go.
We're gonna go. It's gonna be
Okay,
fun.
Eagles. This is a bona fide threat to win it all.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts.
Who's the more talented Kelsey brother at podcasting? I think it's Jason by far. I
Yeah.
think he carries that show.
Yeah, I mean Travis is very, very funny, very likable, very charismatic, but there's something about Jason. He's got it factor. He really does. He's
a
funnier than
man's
Travis.
man. He's a man's
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he's a man's man. Also, I think subconsciously we like him more because he's more like relatable. Travis is like a
Superstar.
superstar. He's super handsome, clearly gets a lot of women. Jason's kind of like a guy's guy.
Next up, the Commanders.
The command.
oh,
Can we move
Lord.
on?
No, we cannot move on. Every team gets 1 minute. Is this not Ron Rivera's bunch? That's
Oh,
your
I do
coach.
love Ron Rivera. I
What-
do love Ron Rivera.
What do you like about him?
I mean, he used to coach the Panthers. He went to the 2015 Super Bowl with Cam Newton. He lost, for sure. But he's also a Latino. You got to put on for the Latinos. one time.
But you know what? They might have some good karma coming their way because they got rid of one of the most despicable owners in sports in Dan Snyder.
Oh, Snyder's out?
Snyder's out. Look what happened when the Clippers let go of Don Sterling. Nothing.
Hold on. Any relation to Snyder's of Hanover Pretzels?
I mean, if you own an NFL team, you might. I feel, is Snyder's $1 billion industry?
I don't know, but those pretzels are amazing.
They are, but we might need to boycott them
Yeah,
immediately.
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I need to find out.
I mean, it could be because Heinz Field does have to do with Heinz ketchup.
Oh, no.
I mean, when it's such a big brand name, this is leading me to believe the Commanders will be 9-7.
Ooh.
No.
I'm
They got a young buck quarterback.
I'm going 8-8.
They're not ready.
9-8 would be.
Oh, 9-8. I also got the math wrong. Oh, this 17 game shit is bullshit.
Yeah.
Commanders, y'all are going to be last. I'm so
I apologize.
sorry.
But maybe when you change your name and revamp everything, then we can get behind you.
They just did that.
No, but not with this shit. Do it again.
Oh,
Commanders
so what would
is
you
not it.
suggest?
What?
What would you suggest?
Besides, what's...
Generals?
Ooh. I'm trying to think, like, what's Washington, D.C. famous for?
Politics?
Crabs
Politics.
and politics.
PACs.
The amendments.
Ooh. The Constitution could be cool, too.
Oh, the Washington Constitution?
The Washington Monument. Just no S.
Oh, the monuments.
No. Just the Washington Monument.
Oh, the monument.
Yeah. That could be fire.
Or
Washington Mall?
I was going to say the Capitals. That's a hockey team.
Washington Patriots. Ooh, two Patriots in one league. I deuce the Rams. This is your second team out west.
This is my second team, the good brother Aaron Donald, who's been threatening to retire for the last 5 seasons.
You know what? Matt Stafford's wife came out and made some news saying that her husband cannot connect with the younger players on the team, which makes me believe that the good brother Stetson Bennett from Georgia this might be his team by the end of the season.
Really?
Remember, Stetson?
Yeah. That I know. But Stafford just won the Super Bowl and he's no scrub.
He won the Super Bowl a few years ago.
But
that was a one and done type constructed team. Like they weren't planning on winning it again.
I find that hard to believe though. Like what about if
Why would you say that?
But if Aaron Rodgers can connect with the teammates,
he can't. Do you watch Hard Knocks?
Yeah, but they still like him, I guess, because
they like him, but they make it look like he's really connecting with them. But then if you're actually watching, like these conversations are all so awkward, right? Like with Bryce Young, it's like, "Yo, how you doing?
I think
new place, man. Yeah, I bet."
I just think like most social interactions with people is more awkward than we realize.
Especially they don't have anything to say to each other, and it's like within 30 seconds. Like if you watch quarterback Pat Mahomes after every game to every quarterback, goes, "Go do your thing, go do your thing," and that's it. That's all he ever says.
Oh shit!
But yeah, how awkward are the Rodgers interactions?
I mean, I guess, but I'm probably mistaking like them like really liking him for them just being like, oh shit, that's Aaron Rodgers. We respect that.
Okay, but Kelly Stafford, come on, throwing your husband under the bus.
Yeah, nah, Kelly, come on, son, what are you doing?
But they're gonna replace one Georgia QB with another. I'm telling you, Stetson Bennett's gonna make it somehow, some way.
I guess so.
Okay, who we got now?
Oh, the Niners.
Niners, Joey Bosa. Man, this was a quarterback carousel.
Yeah.
So they traded all the way up for Trey Lance, but meanwhile, they're rolling with a player they picked with the literal last pick of the draft.
Yeah, Brock
and
Purdy,
Brock
right?
Purdy. Shows you that no one even knows what they're doing with the drafting. And
But
Sam
they got
Darnold's
weapons, though.
Oh, they got mad weapons.
They got Debo and McCaffrey.
Kittle.
And Kittles.
I mean, Kittle more of a blocker, but
Still a weapon.
I can't confirm this, but everyone says Kyle Shanahan is a football genius.
I mean, that's what I've heard about the good brother as well, but I can't testify to that. But I imagine they're always really good, and they're always pretty deep in the playoffs. No quarterback, that's impressive.
They're always deep in the playoffs, and they don't seem to be overly talented. I'm sure it's a very defensive-oriented team.
Maybe Brock Purdy just needs to do enough.
No, he could do more than enough. That was only his rookie year. What happened last year in the playoffs? He couldn't throw. They literally didn't have a quarterback to play.
When we watched that, he was hurt, right?
Yeah, y'all got to get 3 quarterbacks on the roster, dummies. What the fuck?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, did you hear their plan was? If they made the Super Bowl, they were going to bring in Phillip Rivers for 1 game. I'm serious. that would be the greatest sports story of all time.
Yeah, that would be really good.
How do you not have 2 quarterbacks?
Who knows?
Seahawks, out of nowhere. This was so shocking to me because we're Jets fans. Geno Smith revitalized his career, and he really tricked y'all into paying him. I mean, good for him, but I can guarantee you will go nowhere. But Lumen Field, top tier.
Yo, Lumen Field, we've been there. Beautiful. Special.
All of the Seattle stadiums really know what they're doing.
Oh, of course, 100%. And, I'm actually, I feel a little bit differently than you. I'm happy to see the good brother Geno out there thriving.
I'm not happy.
You said you said that he tricked them into paying him.
Nothing to do with my emotions.
All right, fair enough.
It's still a trick and a deception.
But is it though? He had a really good year. What if he does it again? What if the Jets just wasn't the right scenario for the good brother Geno?
Remember he got punched in the face?
Yes.
And then the Bills picked up brother? Because Rex
Yes.
Ryan? I mean, it could be.
Nah, I like Geno. I'm happy that he got paid. I'm hoping that he brings the Seahawks to a illustrious 8-8 record.
Cardinals.
Oh.
Did you see the meme of their new coach?
No.
He's going in to greet Kyler Murray, and they're like, this team's definitely going winless because he was just mad corny. He's like, Kyler.
No fucking way. I got to see it.
So that's guaranteeing they're about to tank. Does Kyler Murray like football more, or does he like video games?
Probably video games. I mean, Terrence Ross told us last week that he prefers video games to the NBA.
That's
so
true.
I imagine more people feel that way.
Wow, the NFC West, bozo-ass division.
Yeah.
I'm expecting nothing from y'all.
Wait, also, ain't Kyler hurt?
Is he?
Ain't he hurt?
I don't think so. I think they got the best backup quarterback name in the game in Colt McCoy. So I would not be worried about those brothers.
Well, look, he missed a chunk of the 2023 season.
All right, well, they're about to get the number 1 pick. They might go from Josh Rosen to Kyler Murray to Caleb Williams. Don't you have to?
Yeah, no, but I got Zach Ertz on my fantasy team.
No, you don't.
He's going to have a bounce back.
He has been just like a grizzled veteran for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I picked him.
His wife's also on Team USA. That might be the best part of his game.
Oh, all
Julie.
right.
All right, next up, the Falcons, the Dirty Birds. Matter of fact, we have our own personal merch from the Falcons.
That's right.
They got rid of Marcus Mariota. They're playing an unproven quarterback. Their coach, his father, is the CEO and founder of FedEx. So I do not believe in him whatsoever. Because everything you've gotten in life has been handed to you.
Yeah, that's a fact. You grew up rich. How are we supposed to know that you earned your spot as an NFL coach? Or Poppy didn't make a call?
Even though I do agree with you, owning FedEx has nothing to do with NFL coaching. But it could be.
I mean, all these rich folks stay sick together. You think at the top of the top, all those lizards up there with all the money, you telling me that they're not that you can't make a call when you got that kind of money to
They
somebody?
definitely are. And
You know what I mean?
he went from clean shaven to a mustache this year.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's really the only analysis I have on Atlanta. They got a good rookie running back. They got a pretty hyped tight end too.
Oh, Kyle Pitts.
But he ain't Kelsey.
He's not Kelsey. Also, like, he was supposed to be like way better coming out of college and really hasn't really done too much.
Yeah, but they ain't got shit on that squad.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah.
if you
He's
watch
probably good with somebody else.
if you watch last season at quarterback, Marcus Mariota might be the least inspiring quarterback to ever play for. If you watch Untold Stories about Tebow, oh my God.
Oh my.
So corny, but I would run through a brick wall for him.
Don't get me started on Tebow. That brother, to this day.
Did you watch the Florida docs?
No, not yet.
It's
But
good,
I got to
but
get
not
into
great.
all those documentaries I've been sleeping on. But I got to get into them for sure.
Let's move on to the Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers. They've really taken a fall. They've really fallen off.
Is Bryce
after
Young
Cam.
too much of a fucking baby to actually be good? Have you seen how small this dude is?
I've seen that he's small, but like Kyler Murray plays pretty well, and he's pretty tiny.
Does he though?
I mean, he's serviceable, bro.
Very true. I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. Is this the smallest quarterback that's ever played besides Fran Tarkenton?
He's a young guy, and he's got the keys to the franchise, and they're gonna go as far as he'll take them. So
You could replace that with any team and any player in this whole preview.
when I don't know what to say, I give you the generic shit I hear
True.
on TV.
But Carolina, y'all are about to be washed this season. 100%. The Jets dominated y'all in preseason, and we ain't shit either.
Look, they're gonna have to just play with heart, determination, perspiration, and dedication.
All right, the Saints. I think they're going to make a massive, massive bounce back without the stewardship of Sean Payton.
Ooh.
I think they've been waiting for him to leave for years, dominating, controlling.
All right, wait, but who's the coach now though? And his famous James is still the quarterback.
No, Derek Carr's the quarterback.
Derek Carr is down there in New Orleans now, who kind of gives me Drew Brees vibes.
How?
I don't know. He's white and grungy looking.
Drew Brees wasn't grungy. He never even had a beard.
Yeah, they're like long hair though.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he's not grungy looking.
Whatever.
He was a man's man.
Whatever.
Drew Brees was the white little Boosie.
Is that what they say?
The Baker Mayfield-led Bucks. Now, you want to talk about uninspiring. Give me Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, nah, Baker Mayfield, he had us all fooled when he was dancing. He had us all fooled. He was dancing. He was having a great time. I got love for the brother Baker just because I feel like he's a really like cool guy to hang out with.
He could dance.
Yeah, he can dance a little bit. Yes.
I mean, I would want to play with him, but he's a little limited. It's pretty shocking to me that this guy was taken number 1. He looks like any like Long Island dad.
Because you're not expecting to see an NFL player.
True.
And you're just standing next to one that you could really. Homie was standing next to Daniel Jones and didn't realize it.
Who?
Some dude.
Oh, at the one of those pranks? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bears.
Justin Fields.
Next.
That's all I got to say about the Bears. Justin Fields.
That's yet another Ohio State quarterback that looks good, But is he really good?
On paper. We'll see.
Paper. Bears are not going to have a good season then.
No.
Lions, 1 minute on the clock. They got Graham Glasgow back at left guard.
Glasgow.
Eric Decker remains at left tackle. Name one other program that's showing any love and mentioning the O-lineman by name.
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly,
Come on.
Offensive line, the most underappreciated position in all of sport. It's
course.
literally...
It's one of the most important.
No,
it's
where the entire game is won. Everything else could be thrown out the
yeah,
window.
Yeah.
That's my grandpa's team, though. So that's my team officially.
That's it.
Wow. Lions, 9-8.
8-8 for me.
9-8. Next up, the Packers. History repeats itself. Veteran quarterback goes from Green Bay to New York. And they're left with a potential superstar in the wings. Do you believe in Jordan Corazon or Jordan Amor?
Jordan Amor.
Jordan Amor, do you believe?
No. I don't believe in Jordan Love. As much as I want to believe in Jordan Love, I don't. And that's all I got to say about that.
I don't know. Green Bay? You corny to me. Do something else besides football, then maybe I'll start believing in you.
I swear to God, Green Bay was cool because of Aaron Rodgers, and now it's like...
Is the cheese even that special in Wisconsin?
My brother dated a girl for a minute who was from Wisconsin, so he spent many a time out there. He does co-sign cheese curds.
Cheese curds, but it's not like the cheese there is better than like the cheese in Europe. So fuck out of here with that shit.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
PSG fans should start wearing the cheese. They got Brie. The
Come on,
Brie
bro.
heads.
You got to be more American than that, bro.
The Vikings led by Kirk Primos, a.k.a. MMG's absolute role model.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a fan.
I do like Kirk Cousins. I think that he's the one play. Like, unlike Matthew Stafford, that brother goes out of his way to connect to his younger players. Like, really out of his way.
On paper, he should have no friends in the NFL.
Yeah, but
I think that's why he's loved, because he's just himself.
Yeah, that's I agree with you. I think that he's super likable because he don't try and put on for nobody. He's just like a corny white dude who knows that he's a corny white dude and just like has fun with his teammates.
If you didn't watch Quarterback, let me tell you some of the things he does. He'll just go to Barnes and Nobles for like 2 to 3 hours, walk around, read books, and talk to old people.
Okay.
His wife picks his outfits for him.
Well, shit, Vikings, I'm going to say 8-8.
The Vikings are always a problem, though, in the regular season. They're always good. Led by Kirk Cousins. He looks like he should have been a quarterback in the 1930s.
Also, don't they got Justin Jefferson?
They've been at Justin Jefferson. But no more Dalvin Cook. That's going to take a win or two away. I say playoffs lose in the first round, per usual. That is our NFL preview. You got the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl?
I got the Chiefs going back to back. They're making it out of the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the NFC, you know what? Let's run it back. Chiefs, Eagles. Jalen Hurts loses again.
Wait, so you're going a rematch of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
With the exact same result?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to switch it up. I'm going to go. I don't want to do a rematch. So I'm going to go Bengals. Shiesty. I'm going to go Bengals Cowboys.
Oh.
Hold on. That's never happening.
You're pandering?
That's never happening. No,
I'm
definitely going Bengals.
Fans?
I'm going to go Bengals Niners.
Oh.
Rematch. They played sometime in the 90s where Joe Montana sliced and diced those brothers up.
Well, you know what? Fuck. I want to ride with the Jets, though.
I want to.
I want it to be on record that I'm riding with the Jets, too. So, matter of fact, Jets, Chiefs in the AFC Championship, Aaron Rodgers game-winning drive.
Hail Mary, too?
Hail Mary to Garrett Wilson. They go to the Super Bowl.
If you go on YouTube, Aaron Rodgers is throwing like 10 game-winning Hail Marys.
I think he could go down again.
Did you see the one where he's about to throw the announcer's like, he just turned 40 last week? It's like, that's like the last thing he said before he launched it. Like, why? What does it matter?
Yeah, no. So I'm going to go against the Eagles because I do believe in Jalen Hurts, and I think he's going to get one eventually. But he needs to go through these growing pains and lose a couple of times.
Especially to us.
Because he's losing to Patty, and then he's losing to Aaron, and then he could fully take over. Salute.
Wow.
But before we wrap up talking about the NFL, I think we need to do, because we talked football for a while just now, we need to get back to our bread and butter. Let's draft the hottest NFL coaches.
Shot first pick.
Go.
Oh, y'all are foolish for giving me this first pick, because once I have this, brother, my team simply builds itself. The consensus number one pick. I've been watching games. My fiance will say, "Who's that?" And when she asked that question, I know I'm in trouble. She's only asked it for select.
Hey, Carly, watch your wandering eyes.
She's only asked it for select few men before, such as Tony Gonzalez and my first overall pick, Matt LaFleur.
Ooh. Ooh.
Just look at the man. He's pretty perfect.
Nah, he's a good-looking dude. He's a cutie pie. I got to give it to him. He is. But I was looking at all these coaches, and they're all just freaking like standard-looking white dudes. That doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, but
So I don't really think too many of these dudes are hot, but if we're talking about objective hotness and not necessarily what I would choose,
for being NFL coaches, they're way hotter than they should be.
I guess. But I think for me, I'm going to go, especially because he's a savant in his lane. Give me Kyle Shanahan. Shit.
Yes, I don't think that was the best pick. I'm going to go with the consensus number 2 hottest quarterback in the league. Kyle Shanahan, corny.
First of all, not a quarterback. You don't even know what we're drafting.
Coach.
Thank you.
Give me Nick Sirianni.
All right. You could take that. That's
LaFleur
cool.
and Sirianni?
That's cool.
I could cry.
That's cool.
And that's offense
fine.
and defense.
That's fine. But Sirianni lost in the Super Bowl last year. That ain't hot. But you know who won a Super Bowl? Give me Sean McVay.
Sean McVay really does not do it for me.
Yeah, well, he doesn't do it for me either. I'm picking from a fucking crowd of bozos.
So what were your first 2 picks?
Kyle Shanahan and
Sean
McVay.
Oh, my God. I feel like I got the consensus 1-2.
Yeah, for sure. But
But
whatever.
you had a chance
Who
for them.
cares?
All right, now. Oh, my God. I have the consensus 1, 2, and 3. Because in real talk, I have heard multiple women say this man's very attractive. Robert Salah of the New York Jets. He's a man's man.
Yeah,
and if you can look good that bald, that's extremely impressive. He's pretty picture perfect. Katie, I know you like that one.
NFL Lex Luthor. Nah, he looks good. That's my coach.
My team is crazy right now.
Yeah, nah, you smoking me, but that's okay.
My team is crazy.
That's okay because next pick right here, I'm going for a very specific audience. Give me Andy Reid. That brother is cute as a button. Little teddy bear. Just want to take a nap with Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, interesting. He's definitely cute.
I love the good brother.
Oh, you know what? I don't know his. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go Mike McDaniel, Logic from Miami Dolphins. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go Logic.
He's at the quirk. He doesn't look like all the other ones.
No,
I like
yes,
that for you,
exactly.
actually. I like that for you.
Another one for me. Mike McDaniel. That's
my
4
goodness.
superstars. And I'm going to round it out with someone even more special.
I'm actually going with this brother right here. And while his team may be doodle brown, Kevin Stefanski?
Is he the Browns?
Yeah.
Let me see him. Not
That
bad. Not
that
bad.
brother's all right. The salt and pepper beard looks like he probably steps out on his wife, respectfully, of course.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Now, you said his team is whack. I'm going to take someone whose team is always good. He's a veteran, and he legitimately is handsome and looks like a movie star. Mike Tomlin.
Omar Epps.
Omar
Omar Epps.
Which completes just an unbelievable starting 5 for my team.
Yeah, nah, you really, really killed it. I'm not going to lie. But you know what?
I don't know if he's coaching anymore.
I'm not going to choose him.
Okay. Because we know he's not coaching because we saw the other dude.
You know who I am going to choose?
Dayball.
No. He is hot. But he's not hot. He's cute. But you know who's hot? Give me Ron Rivera.
He is handsome enough.
He's handsome.
He's also a cancer survivor.
And
That's
he's a
strong.
Latino, and he's a cancer survivor? Bro.
I like that. But
Also-
with that said, I just absolutely destroyed you.
Of course.
My players could all
I don't
pull-
think any of the coaches are hot. So
My
that's
players
why.
could all pose in Maxim or Men's Health. I'll let us know who won. I think I just wiped the floor.
Nah, yeah, you definitely smoked
and we could
me.
out game plan you too.
Yeah, you definitely smoked me. But
LaFleur.
but I swear to God, the comments are going to come for you for not taking a nap with Andy Reid. What type of shit are you on?
You didn't even take. Well, you kind of took a non-white guy. At least I got some diversity.
Well, yeah, because how much diversity is there in the NFL coaching position?
That's on them. That's not my fault.
Well, there you go.
I win again.
I guess so. All this NFL talk got me thinking, though. I just had my fantasy football draft recently. I talked about it a lot already. Got some pretty good players. Got some pretty not so good players. I'm not the biggest fantasy football guy. And I just wanted to ask you. I wanted to debate this. I wanted to talk about it because everyone loves fantasy football. But Brody, is fantasy football corny?
I mean, of course, but 2 things can be true. It can still be fun and corny. Drake is really good and Drake is really corny.
Yeah.
So do it if you like it. I haven't done it in about 10 years because personally, me, to sit on a Sunday and watch 12 hours straight of games is actually pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can watch 9 hours again. You can watch 8 hours. Go do something. Get some rec time. Work out. Play a sport. I mean, get some exercise. Literally do anything.
No, you're
Just
right.
sit on the couch. The fucking game. Nothing's going to happen until witching hour anyway.
No,
watch the first quarter. Leave for the second and third. Nap for the first half of the fourth. Then watch witching hour.
Yeah.
And nap again for the second half.
Fantasy football inherently is very, very corny. In the same way, right? Because a fantasy football guy will say, "Oh no, fantasy football's a shit, man. Me and the boy." Da, da. But you're the same dude who will clown people for getting together for an Oscars watch party. Explain to me the difference.
They're both really white.
I'm saying.
The difference is the Oscars party is way less of a commitment.
Well, right.
This is 16, 17 weeks of tinkering with your roster. Who cares, man? I don't need the fan. I like watching football. I don't need to root for an individual player. Or if I'm a Jet fan, but someone needs to score on the other team, it just messes with the game to me personally.
No. I
understand betting on a game way more than fantasy football, which is also a form of betting. But I'd rather just bet on the game, which I don't even really do anyway.
Yeah.
I just get excited. I like hating on sports. I like watching sports. It's very entertaining to me.
Yeah.
I don't need extra shit involved whatsoever. Never have, never will.
No, I totally get it. I just think that fantasy football is cool as a concept, right? Like you're drafting your own teams amongst your friends, you're competing week to week with them or whatever. But all the pageantry that goes into fantasy football these days that people putting on for the internet, like, it's too much, bro.
Guys got to stop acting like they know so much about football.
Yeah.
No one ever played.
No.
All dudes swear they're geniuses.
It's just like these fantasy football dudes, they watch this game and they pick these players and they think they have all this like genius ability to like see the future. And it's just like, bro, like you are getting lucky.
I mean,
you are hitting lotto.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. You're hitting lotto.
The time commitment's really the most disgusting part to me.
Yeah. I want to be clear. Fantasy football, you do it amongst your friends. You do a whole event for it and all that kind of shit. Go the fuck off. I'm proud of you. Have fun. I'm not trying to clown you for doing it. But we have to admit that all the time, effort, pageantry, everything that we put into fantasy football, it's a lot, bro. We're grown men.
Unless you're playing for a full salary.
Right.
Like some people are playing crazy leagues for
That's true,
real
where
money.
it's a lot of money. If there's a lot of money involved, then I get like being very, very, but yo, these $50, $100,
This is what I like about
leagues, bro.
This is how I like approaching fantasy sports, is doing the draft. By far, really the only great part of fantasy sports is doing the draft. Pay attention for a week or two, and just, throw in the towel.
My favorite thing, though, I mean, like, while I would never want to be the victim of one of these punishments, my favorite thing about fantasy football, especially lately, is all these punishments that have been going viral on the internet. So we have a list of the worst punishments we've ever seen from fantasy football.
Ooh.
Now, Brody,
yes.
Brody, I'm going to read them to you. I want you to blind rank them.
Oh, fuck. Well, how many are there?
7.
All right, we'll see.
All right, blind rank these 7 fantasy football punishments. All right, let's say you come in last place in your fantasy football league. You have to take the SATs again, even if you're a grown man.
It's just a waste of time. I would fill in the answers and doodle. Or like write a rapper. Write a TikTok video. Not the worst thing. It would, like, if you had...
I think I would try to see how good I would do, though.
If you had to get above a certain score and you had to do it again, that would be a good wrinkle.
Ooh, yeah,
but that was not
specified.
specified, so I'm going 6.
Okay, but all right. So you're keeping it at 6 in case there's one lower, or you want it
There might be one that's
right.
easier than that.
No, because that's true, because the wrinkle there is that you have to continue taking it unless you get a specific score. That's what makes that diabolical.
I mean, I've seen that punishment before. I've never seen anyone say you have to get a certain score.
No. I'm just saying that would be the way to
that would be. So I'm going
to make
6.
it really
I'm
to make
going
it
6.
worse.
There might be one easier than that.
All right, number 2. Depending on who you are, this one could be a nightmare, or this one could be pretty easy. You have to go perform at an open mic night.
7. I mean, for us especially.
Yeah,
I don't think I would do great whatsoever because I hate stand up. And
it could also be like singing, though.
I don't
karaoke.
know exactly what I would do. Maybe I would play piano. Maybe I would get up there and do some sort of TikTok PowerPoint presentation. But I feel like I would be better than the average person in a fantasy league at that.
Yeah, I don't really get nervous in front of a crowd when I have the mic, so I don't think that would be too bad for me. I would figure out something.
Well, you know what? You would also incorporate it into your set, that this is a punishment. And I think people would relate to you.
Yeah.
So 7.
Right.
Hello, this is nothing right now.
All right, well,
also, I never win fantasy league, so I would be susceptible to this.
Yeah, so would I. I'm constantly in last place.
Maybe that's why I don't like it. I've never won one.
Fantasy basketball, I've won, but football, no. All right, how about 24? This one's crazy. You have to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House.
That has to be number 1. I can't envision one with a bigger time commitment than that.
24
hours in a Waffle House? How good's the Wi-Fi there? And where's the Waffle House, too?
Wi-Fi is mediocre at best. Mediocre download speeds.
I mean, that's actually torture. Like
choppy Netflix. You can't really stream
shit. You have to bring
shit.
a sleeping bag. When the people come in drunk, it's going to be a fucking doozy.
Yeah.
The food is food's okay.
Food's not disgusting.
No, for all 3 meals?
Yeah, but eating it all 3 meals, yes.
I would have to order
That's
Seamless into Waffle House.
Yeah.
I don't know if one could be worse than that. I'm going to go number 1.
Oh my gosh.
You know what?
No, I might agree with you on that.
No,
but I think
24 hours is number 1. 24 hours is crazy.
Yeah. All right, next one. You have to open a lemonade stand until you make a certain amount of money.
Well, it depends how much money, but I'm putting that at 5 because this is a business endeavor and opportunity for me.
Yeah.
If I would do this in the Hamptons and try to network with people, and I would say I lost my fantasy football league. I'd make a TikTok out of it. There's always ways to finesse the system that could go viral.
Yeah, I'd probably, I would do my own take on a lemonade stand. I would probably go to the park or something like that and do some like lemonade nutcracker vibe and sell alcohol illegally and do it that way.
I would also bring
and I could make more money that way because I could charge like 5
True.
to 10 for that as opposed to 50 cents for a cup of lemonade?
I would bring my little cousins, Mad Max and Emmy Ma, and it would be a wrap.
Ooh,
That's easy.
Yeah, not having those.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, no,
I would just be their business manager.
Yeah. No, I got to shout out my boy Petey and his son Jariah. I'm going to have to get Jariah to pull up and be my mascot.
I've heard from that brother lately on PS5 chat.
Yeah. Jariah's
like
a good
that
kid.
name.
He's a good boy. Next up, this one's one of my personal favorites. You lose fantasy football, you have to start an OnlyFans, and then you're only allowed to delete it after you've made $100.
I mean, that's not really ideal whatsoever.
I mean, bro, couple of feet.
But yeah,
pics.
you could do it. You could
Never
do it without.
know.
You could do it without having to show nudity, especially with our TikTok following. I feel like I could do one post, and some sicko out there would request a feet pic. I've been requested for a feet pic on Cameo when I had Cameo.
I can promise everyone out there, y'all do not want to see Brody's feet.
My feet are fine, actually. They're not like spectacular, but they're not gross. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 4. Because you don't really need to go nudity here. You don't need to.
I don't know. Yeah, no. But you also said that if we had to go nudity, you wouldn't use yourself. I didn't even think of that.
I mean,
I was ready to put it all out
It's like
there.
extremely rude to have to put someone else in that position, but it would be very easy. Easy money.
I'm just saying.
But if I had to do it myself, I would have to go feet.
Okay.
That's all there is
Yeah,
to it.
that's going to make you the money.
There's a
quickest.
market. There's a market, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know how much people
I
charge
mean,
for
we
OnlyFans.
ain't out here shaking ass. So
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, a full 3-course dinner out with a blow-up doll.
That's really bad. 'Cause eating alone as is pretty rough. And I also hate eating out. I'm cursed at restaurants. The food takes forever.
Yeah, I can see this one being really a tough one for you.
I'm going 2. I'm going 2. That's almost as bad as 24 hours.
Yeah,
No, but the time commitment, that's like 21 hours less. So that's not bad. I'd have to get over the initial embarrassment. Depending on where the restaurant is, that might suck, but it is what it is.
I mean, look, I've sat down at a restaurant before and I've eaten by myself. I don't mind it, especially if it's a place that I really like or I really wanted to try. But having the blow-up doll across from you is just so fucking stupid.
Would they let you in?
And obnoxious.
Would they let you in?
I don't know. Gideon, Cannell, Deadrian.
It's a very,
one of
very-
y'all clowns go fucking do that shit and
See,
see,
that's
if
the
they'll
thing.
let you
If
in.
Gideon and those brothers would do it for free, well, I guess they're making money from it. Hey, it ain't the worst thing in the world. There's far worse social situations to put yourself in.
I can't do content like that.
What
I
about
salute the
meeting?
brothers who can? I can't do
It's
that
better
shit.
than like meeting your girlfriend's parents holding the blow up doll.
Well, that one's pretty tough as well.
I'm going, yeah. What I say,
Or
2?
going to a wedding with your blow-up doll as a +1.
Yeah, dinner. You're just sitting there.
Yeah.
People would get over it. I think people would realize you're doing a stunt.
Yeah. And now finally, you lose. If you lose in fantasy, you come in last place. You have to get certified as a substitute teacher and teach for a day in high school.
That's not even. I wish I could put this lower than 3.
That's why I wanted to make when I saw this, it should be a full school year.
That's a crazy plus. Not a real. It needs to be somewhat realistic. You can't just make them drop their full time job.
But that's the
Well,
punishment.
if that one could be, if you could drop the certification's like a whole year. Can we do an accelerated program?
But yeah,
it has
this
to
is
be.
a fake thing.
Let's just say
so-
we're really keeping it to teaching a day of high school.
Yes.
I mean, to me,
That would be so much fun.
to
Though.
me that's 3, especially
not
if
a bad-
especially if it's New York City kids. We've done career day before, and those kids are great, and they ask amazing questions that could spark ideas, and they get freaked out when we've met Kai, but not like Steph Curry. That's number 3. That ain't even that bad. But
Nah,
y'all gotta
none
step
of
your
these are as
punishments
bad.
up.
I was expecting to see you gotta go somewhere and pick a fight. You punishment is you have to go get your ass beat.
Well, the Waffle House, that's actually torture. That's
Yeah, that's
legitimate
pretty fucking
terrorist
bad.
torture technique.
That is
That's
pretty
by
fucking
far
bad.
number 1.
Being in the same place for 24 hours
Anywhere.
outside of even if it's your house, you got to
Right.
get out of the house.
That would be pretty easy.
I mean, doing it
really
doing it
is.
in the crib is easy. I'm just saying, being 24 hours anywhere is hard.
But no, I think I ranked those correctly. I think
Nah,
they
you
got to
did
step
good.
up their punishments. That wasn't shit.
Leave a suggestion for fantasy football punishments in the comments. I'm curious what what y'all sickos can come up with.
What about just like a buzz cut?
That's not that crazy for me. For you,
True.
crazy.
It depends. You know what? They should tailor it. You should have 12 options. You should have a customized punishment for each player in the league. Now that's how you do it.
For me, one that would fucking drive me crazy, I'm not allowed to get a haircut until the start of the next season.
Oh, or you could only wear jean shorts for winter.
Like
Agassi.
good.
Oh, no, you have to wear the Andre Agassi jean shorts and mullet wig.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Okay. All right, man. NFL, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, let's get into some debate because I'm feeling like I want to argue.
Embrace debate. That's what we do.
Let's start with, it's not really a debate, but let's just see how we feel about new undisputed versus new first take. Who you rocking with, Stephen A or Skip?
I mean, the only reason Undisputed was good was because of Shannon.
I mean,
so then you put Shannon with the number one of the game, and it's a wrap. I also do like Skip Bayless, but that show is a train wreck right now.
Come on,
He's
man.
not going to get a word in.
He's never going to get a word. First of all, 4 people on the same set every
much.
time is way too much.
Skip is meant for mano
Yeah,
battles.
it's a 1v1 with Skip, bro. If he's not 1v1, he shrinks.
He's putting himself in a diminished role as the moderator. Seeing him as the moderator is just sad.
Yeah,
you need the girl. You need Jenny Taft.
Yeah, bro.
You need someone
this
to
is the
introduce
route
topics.
you got to go down, Skip. Just retire, my boy. And I say that with respect. You've done so much. Like, just get bro. You don't got to prove nothing to nobody. You know, and your fucking LeBron shtick is getting tired anyway. Nobody wants to hear you talk shit about him no more. I'm just saying.
There's potential though with those 4. Something's going to happen. He's probably going to end up firing 2 of them. I bet you one person ultimately stays on.
Probably Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin is box office.
Yeah, he's
But I
great.
think Richard Sherman might have more longevity.
Yeah.
None of them know.
First one out, Keyshawn.
100%. I actually kind of like him a lot, but
I love Keyshawn, but I can see him being the first one out.
he don't have the accolades like the others do, you
Yeah,
know?
Nah, I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, this is not really a debate because we're agreeing. But first take is just far better. Always kind of has been the superior program.
I was undisputed with Shannon. It was no question undisputed.
Shannon, you liked it better than first take?
Shannon's the best of all of those guys by far, and he knows all sports too.
Yeah.
He's so entertaining.
Nah, I mean,
if I'm mad at someone or like if I want to hear him go off on someone, it's like you feel it from him the best to me personally. Like when John Morant was doing that shit, like I want to tune in to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Not Stephen A. Stephen A. I've heard all your I know all of his moves.
yeah. He has this. He says he has the same shtick every fucking time. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that. I was still always been a first take loyalist, even when he was going through with Max and everything, and Molly and carry champions of the world. But I always liked first take way more. And, you know, now that Shannon is there, granted only 2 days a week, I still think that first take is the far superior program.
I would agree. But the first take bench squad, there's nothing darker in the world than seeing the backups come on first take.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a good amount too in the offseason.
Yeah.
So that's a detriment. I was undisputed. I'm back to first take.
Well, you heard it here. We're first take on this side.
Plus,
Undisputed. Y'all got some work to do.
Mad Dog Wednesdays?
Oh my God.
That's
love
a nice
Mad Dog.
I mean, that's a good sell.
Yeah, he's a fucking
He's
idiot,
just a
though.
great complainer.
He's an idiot.
Anyone says I don't know don't know anything about baseball?
All right, here we go. Next. Who are the better set of brothers? The Pauls or the Tates?
In terms of what? Their brotherhood?
You tell me.
I only have a sister, so I don't know much about brotherhood. But
I can tell you a lot.
The Tate brothers certainly seem to be a tighter bond. Dude, I'm your big brother trying to run a business. Logan,
well, get over it.
Shut up, bro. It's like, what were they like? Yeah, like if Jake was sponsored by Adidas and he had Nike, you had Nike. Like, oh, dude, I wouldn't care. Like, yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I don't know. They always seem to be going back and forth a lot, and I think Jake is a way better brother than Logan is.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I actually saw some interviews that were pretty sad, like Jake talking about how his brother doesn't fuck with him.
But I would say definitely the Tate brothers. They're gross. The Paul brothers are also kind of gross.
When I look at the relationship between the Tate brothers and the Paul brothers, it very much seems like Andrew and Tristan Tate grew up together. They love each other. They look out for one another. I even heard that these motherfuckers share a bank account, which is crazy.
Sounds like the Morris twins.
Which
The
is-
Morris twins do some shit like that too.
Yeah, I don't know. But then the Paul brothers, bro, that footage I saw after Jake won his fight and Logan Paul after, you know, his WWE thing, he's standing there in his WWE outfit and he just looks miserable.
It's because he stole the Diaz fight from him, bro.
That's
That's what he said. I feel like I've only heard Jake and Nate Diaz. Look, no one be talking about Logan in boxing. No one wants to see you fight anybody.
Bro,
I do love.
You hit a gold mine in wrestling. Be a wrestler. Let Jake be a boxer. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's an actor and he's mad.
Yeah, for real. He's an actor and he's mad. But whatever. Yeah, give me the Tates over the Pauls. Simply just as brothers.
That's really damning to the Paul reputation. I mean,
So I'm just saying as brothers.
No, I know. I guess
a brother
not.
relationship. As people,
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty much good on all of them. But as
Tristan?
brothers,
I like Tristan.
oh my goodness. All right. Beyonce's birthday was yesterday.
How old is she?
She looking real nice.
What could this debate possibly be?
Well, I bring up Beyonce's birthday because yesterday she performed in Los Angeles, California, and there was a particularly hot couple who made their debut.
That's right.
Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet. So my debate question to you, brother. Kylie and Timmy Chalamet or Kendall and Bad Bunny, who is the hotter couple?
Oh, hotter?
This
Honestly,
one's not
hotter.
not as easy as you think.
No, hotter. No, it really is. Hotter and cuter is easily Kylie and Timothy.
What?
The PDA was mad cute and natural to me.
That was pretty cute.
I've never seen
I don't
Kendall
know about
and-
natural, though. Did you not peep? Timothy Chalamet was like looking for the cameras.
Well, yeah, you have to.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well,
I
that's
don't know
your-
what it's like to be a celebrity.
That's his whole life. I mean, they were probably fucked up to even be doing that out in public like that.
True.
But it looked natural and it looked cute. They also look like siblings to me. Like they look related. And Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner's fake. I feel I don't really actually see the chemistry there.
Have you not seen Bad Bunny's new chain?
Is it a Kendall chain?
It has a K. It's very small. Has a K on it, though.
So, he's talking about material possessions.
I'm just saying he's representing his girl.
I've only seen Kylie and Timothy interact once, and to me, it was way more natural and cute than the other two.
I don't know about that because I'm looking at Kendall and Bad Bunny, and the fact that they need to speak broken English to one another is adorable. That's how they communicate. They talk, Spanglish.
I think
Even though Kendall's.
I think
all
Timothy and Kylie can have the ability to spend more time together too. I think Bad Bunny's OD busy, and Chalamet's only busy when he's working on projects.
Also-
Otherwise, he's playing basketball with Adam Sandler.
Let's be honest. Timmy Chalamet fluent in French. Bad Bunny fluent in Spanish. What's the hotter language?
French.
Get the fuck out of here.
French is. What do you mean?
French is ugly as fuck. I hate it.
It's known as that's the romance language.
I don't know about that, bro.
I mean, Spanish is a great language too. I prefer
It
Spanish,
depends
but
on the
French is
girl.
hotter.
It depends on the girl, right? Because a girl, if you find French hot, you're not for me.
French is it's called the romance language for a reason. But there
So-
are multiple. There are multiple
To who?
romance languages. I think Spanish is one
Who
of them.
decided that? Who decided that French was the hottest fucking language?
Merriam-Webster's?
Merriam
No, there's a group of
Webster's my
languages that are called
ass.
romance.
I don't
really
fucking
do
believe-
romance though.
I don't believe that shit at all. Give me Kendall and Bad Bunny.
They're not gonna last. None of them will. But
Oh my! All right, let's make a bet right now that Kendall and Bad Bunny outlast Timmy and Kylie.
no, because Kendall's proven that she lasts a few years. Kylie kind of.
So what is Kylie? Kylie was with Tiger for how long? She was with Travis
Yeah,
Scott
it's
for how
true.
long?
Fine, I got Kylie then.
All right, well then
like
I got
them.
Kendall.
I think they're endgame. If they're gonna get married,
Kylie and Timmy.
if I were her, I would.
I'm dying on this hill. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny can do better.
Would you rather your favorite team have 5 All-Stars and never win a championship, or 0 All-Stars and they win the championship every year?
The dumbest question I've ever been asked. Who the hell would ever care about All-Star appearances as a fan?
Think about it though.
No.
A boring ass team, or you have an All-Star game every night.
What do you want to win? My teams have never won
They
anything.
make it to the finals. They just lose in the finals every year.
Why would I choose losing over winning?
I'm telling you, there are going to be people out there who would rather watch 5 All-Stars play together than win a championship.
I don't think so. If that's them, then they should not be a GM or anything like that. That is one of the dumbest hypotheticals of all time. It really truly is. Would you rather have a really exciting players that don't win a championship or boring players? I would take the Detroit Pistons.
They were All-Stars on that team. I'm talking about absolute nobodies who just.
Well, then they have to be somewhat
But
good.
no.
Then how could they
not
win?
for this scenario?
How could they win
Because
then?
they just.
Then give me.
The Brooklyn Nets as currently constructed.
I could get excited about that if they're
Get
winning.
the fuck. You're a liar. He's a liar. This is a stupid question for sure, but you're a liar.
If it's a stupid,
I'm telling you, you don't care enough about basketball. You would rather. I'm telling you, bro.
if you're admitting that it's a stupid question, then how are you arguing it?
Because this is a debate portion of the podcast.
It would need to be reworded because I would take titles over no titles. It would need to be, unless I'm like sacrificing something for these championships. Like if winning a championship meant taking a year off my life, I would keep the year and let the team fucking do their job. That's
I'm just saying.
Supposed to be. What about that one?
5 All-Stars is mad exciting to watch every night. And they're going to win a bunch of regular season games. They're going to fly through the playoffs. But they just have to
The
lose
Knicks win a bunch of regular season games.
Do they?
Over the years, they've won many.
Dude, what?
Combined?
Shut up. This is the debate portion of the podcast, so good point.
Would you take a year off your life for the Knicks to win a title?
1 year?
1 year's not that much.
Not that much.
5.
5 is a lot. For the Knicks to win a title?
I think 1. I think 1 is a breach too.
No, I don't want to die for the Knicks to win a title.
I'm saying they could do their job without us having to
exactly.
sacrifice.
I don't have to die. Like,
Yeah,
just
no.
go fucking win a championship. Don't have to die for it.
But I could do like injury.
I guess.
I could do injury.
Whatever. Stupid question. Let's move on. All right. So, to you, what are the most entertaining sports? To you,
American football, brother.
really?
To watch on television?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, give me
That's
3 though.
electric.
Give me 3.
American football,
Boring.
tennis,
Boring.
and I guess basketball sometimes, but not really. I don't know. 2. I like soccer too, but it depends. It has to be like the best of the best match.
That's also boring. It's easily basketball.
Oh, football will beat basketball.
No fucking way, bro.
Then why are
There's
ratings?
too much stopping.
Then
Too
why
much
are-
stopping and going in football. Also,
NBA
there's
is-
no personal connection with the players.
NBA
All these motherfuckers are in helmets and big ass jerseys and pads. I don't even know who the fuck I'm rooting
There's
for.
arguably more stopping in basketball.
That's not true.
There's a foul call every single
That's
second.
not true. You said
And there's
arguably,
media
and
timeouts.
that's just not true.
Foul call. Then
There's
why are the
48
ratings?
minutes and they only stop for timeouts and fouls. Football, they stop after every single play.
The time doesn't stop.
Doesn't matter about the time. We're talking about the pace of the game.
It's pretty quick.
No.
You need to reset. You got to move down the
no.
field.
No.
Then why are the ratings significantly better for the eternity of time for football than basketball if it's not more fun to watch?
I can't speak for my fellow Americans. I can only speak for myself. Football is boring to me.
Bro, the trick plays, the hard hitting.
It's like
basketball art.
It's basketball and MMA because
You just started watching MMA.
I don't care. And there's a reason why I started watching it though, because that shit is entertaining. It's 2 brolic motherfuckers stepping into the ring, and sometimes they're not even brolic. These mad short ass dudes who are fucking lethal, and they step into a ring and they just fucking kill each other. And then there's that awkwardly wholesome bloody hug at the end of the fight.
Yeah, but half the time they're just grappling on the ground.
Nah, but if you really pay attention,
We went
to what they're doing,
we went to the match. It was fun.
It was
except
very
for when they
fun.
were grappling on the ground.
Yeah, but that that happens. But when you're talking about like highlights from a UFC match versus highlights from a football game, come on, son.
Basketball is just too much. Basketball, like when it's played well, like Spurs basketball or Spurs Heat finals, that era, or Dallas finals. You just not a lot needs to happen for a basketball game to be good. NFL is strap on the helmets. You don't even need the personal connection for it to be entertaining.
Nah, man.
That's also pretty important.
Give me NBA star power over NFL star power any day of the week.
An epic NFL game, like, absolutely shits on an epic NBA game.
All right, how about this? This is more of a lifestyle question. When is it appropriate to have your toes out
At home,
in life?
at home in the beach or the pool.
At home, the beach, or the pool? That's it, though? What about if you were just, like, taking a trip to the store? Like, let me just step outside.
If it's extremely hot, yeah, you could wear flip-flops to the deli or to the grocery store.
Incorrect.
If you want to.
I have a problem because y'all white folks always just want to have your toes out in every fucking situation.
I feel like this is like a wrong stereotype, and I'm usually against white people.
Motherfuckers like y'all will walk into an airport, get onto a plane, and have your toes out, and then have the audacity to put your feet up.
I have seen barefoot people on the plane, and that was only a white person. That's crazy, but I don't join that.
Barefoot on the train, barefoot. If you're barefoot anywhere but
train's
in your
gross.
crib or by a body of water, then you're doing something wrong.
I mean, this is not
Put your fucking toes away.
this is not a debate. I agree with you.
Well, I thought you were.
Well, grocery store, if you want to go downstairs to your flip-flops, you can go ahead and do
See,
it.
and that's your problem.
It's really not the worst thing
Nah,
in the
that's your
world.
problem.
Why is that such a
That's your
bad
problem.
thing?
Because why? Because why?
Just
you gonna do
because
that?
it's easy to throw on the shoes. You don't want to put on socks.
Why not? Put on socks. Put on sneakers.
Sometimes it's annoying.
Nah, put your bare foot in a sneaker rather than put your fucking foot in.
As someone that currently doesn't have a pair of flip-flops at home, it is pretty annoying that I don't have one.
Get some Crocs so your fucking toes is covered.
I have wanted Crocs for a while.
In restaurants, bro, when I fucking look over and I see somebody at a restaurant with their fucking toes out, I I get sick. I don't even want to fucking eat my meal.
I think that's a overinflated white people stereotype.
No, it's not. It's perfectly inflated. If we're talking about specifically in New York, sure.
Everything in New York is downplayed.
A bit more diverse.
Yeah.
But New York is the best place on earth, so obviously we just fucking get it here.
Nah,
but everywhere else,
I've barely seen this.
Jesus Christ. Listen, I have a lot of fun talking shit with you, but I need more guests on this show, so I'm officially challenging a few of y'all bozos out there to come on the show, show some love, talk to us a little bit. Andre Drummond, Carl Anthony Towns,
Shannon Sharp.
Who else? Keep
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. And give me one last one that we wanted on
Mike Pence.
No, bro.
Oh, my bad. That's my bad.
Be realistic.
Mitch McConnell. Let's find out what's going on with your health. Because you need to turn things around fast, or this country's doomed.
Nah. He'll be on here. We'll just be talking to him staring at us.
Yeah, that would go viral. They always go viral.
So. Nah, but for real, though, Andre Drummond, Carl Anthony Towns, answer my fucking DM. Pull up on the show before the season starts. Stop playing games.
Fresh and Fit Pod, too.
That, too.
I want to debate those brothers about gender roles. We would shit on them.
I absolutely agree.
We would shit on them.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the Broadcast Boys Show. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let people know about our show, man. We need some more views on our shit. All love, top to bottom. You already know what it is. Peace.